So the ball at the 35-yard line. James Robinson in the backfield. He gets the handoff, finds running room, and breaks to the outside. First down and more across midfield and down at about the 45-yard line of the Chargers. Travis Etienne in the backfield for the first time today. Lawrence throwing left and overthrew his intended receiver, Zay Jones. Etienne in the backfield. Running out of time, throws over the middle and just a little bit too high. Marvin Jones couldn't come down with it and the ball goes over. They don't have cornerback Shaquille Griffin today. He is out, replaced by Trey Herndon. Herbert throwing over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. That was Mike Williams. At their own 33, James Robinson starts this series in the backfield. And Lawrence to throw to the sideline, and that is complete to Christian Kirk. Kirk gets up and advances it across the 45, and a penalty marker flies. Here's a 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw for it. Running, throwing, complete, and close to the 40-yard line is James Robinson with the catch and the first down at the 41. On 2nd and 15, Lawrence over the middle, and that's complete. 35, 30, and just inside the 30 is Jamal Agnew with his first catch of the day. This is a 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Robinson. Robinson running room. First down, 15, close to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down. It'll be outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
They love to try and find matchups with Etienne out of the backfield.
Lawrence throwing over the middle. That's grabbed eventually. Marvin Jones looked like it was a juggling act.
You can't be upset. Take the 3 points on the road. Let your defense continue to play well.
Well, Riley Patterson gets the 22-yard kick to go through.
Carter
from the 8. Herbert throwing, popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Jaguars and brought down at about the 5-yard line is Devin Lloyd, the rookie out of Utah. Lawrence with time, throwing at the goal line, and it's broken up.
Asante Samuel Jr. can play some ball.
Riley Patterson from 23 yards out. 2nd and 2. Sony Michel again, and getting that 2 and then some out to about the 39-yard line and a first down.
And the last thing you want to have happen is to have this type of an injury linger and linger as the season goes on.
This is 3rd and 10. Herbert running out of time and goes down, and the ball is loose inside the 30-yard line. And it is Jacksonville ball.
Not many, you could say, can impact so many different levels of the field with his skill set.
Here's Lawrence on 3rd and 8. Under pressure, he got rid of it. Crossing pattern, and inside the 20 goes Evan Engram, the tight end.
And that's really why I'm so excited to watch Lawrence develop throughout this season.
This is a 2nd and 7. Lawrence on the move, looking, throws, end zone, touchdown! Zay Jones. Third and 6. They need the 35-yard line for a first down. Herbert throwing side. That's complete. And across the 40 and out of bounds at the 45-yard line is DeAndre Carter for a Charger first down.
Have you seen a prettier throw and catch in that at the end of that Kansas City game? That was incredible.
Herbert to the side, and this is complete. Josh Palmer on the receiving end this time. Fake and the give on the slant, and that is complete to DeAndre Carter for the first down.
Quick, precise passing game. That's what they've gone to here on this drive, and it's worked.
Herbert got rid of it. It's complete inside the 20 and out of bounds at about the 15 goes Gerald Everett.
And he loves Mike Williams in this part of the field when he gets one-on-one.
First trip to the red zone for the Chargers. He throws down toward the end zone. That is caught down there by Mike Williams.
Here he is down low where he does his best work.
Lawrence over the middle, and he finds his man. Caught by Zay Jones across the 40 to about the 44-yard line and a first down. Still has it. With time, throwing, got his man inside the 40, to the 30, to the 25. Christian Kirk is out of bounds there with a penalty marker down. Quick pass to this side, and it is Zay Jones again reaching for the first down yardage. Let's see where they mark him down. They'll mark him down at the 5-yard line. Lawrence eluding to the 10, to the 5, and hit at the 5-yard line by Derwin James. So this is Riley Patterson from 23 yards, and they choose not to leave the points on the field. Put 3 on the board.
You want to attack a defense, you've got to be able to keep them off balance, and they haven't been able to do that here to this defense.
So he's going to load up and throw down the middle of the field, and it is caught. Jalen Guyton pulls it in and is down at the 26-yard line.
To get something going.
That was 55 yards. Throwing wide open at the 10-yard line. The completion to Josh Palmer.
Looks like they're playing coverage on this snap.
From the 7. The pass incomplete at the goal line. From 25 yards out. It is good. On first down, quick pass to the near side to Zay Jones, and Jones breaking free out across the 40-yard line. And a first down brought down by Derwin James.
In the nickel packages, you're wasting him away in the deep part of the field.
3rd and short, and that pass is complete. Let's see if he was down or that was completion. Now it's ruled an incomplete.
Watch the hard count.
On 4th and 1, Robinson, left side, has the first down, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, touchdown Jacksonville.
And that's why you see so many home run balls in short yardage situations.
There's a pass that's complete out across the 30-yard line. And they love this coach. Pass out to this side, and that's Etienne. And Etienne breaking tackles and dragging people along across midfield.
And give the ball back to Justin Herbert and give him more chances to get the offense on track.
Etienne has running room up the middle.
And you cannot allow that when your defense has to make a stop. That one was big.
Pass to the outside is complete to Christian Kirk. Lawrence. Complete. In the middle of the field, and to the 15-yard line goes Zay Jones for a first down.
One of the more creative guys in the red zone to get those matchups and get his players open.
3rd short yardage. This is Robinson looking for a first down. Did he get there? They only needed a couple of inches.
And see if it's the right call to go for it, and I like the way the offense is going.
Lawrence with the keeper. And if all he needed was a couple of inches, it appears he got that.
This is the situation where Peterson likes to slip that play in there and confuse your eyes.
14th play of this drive. The pass to the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Christian Kirk.
I expect him to be one of the top teams by season end.
The pass, and all alone for the catch is Evan Ingram. And the 2-point conversion is good.
Well, outside of one drive, the Chargers haven't been able to find that rhythm.
Herbert got his man wide open. This is Palmer. Palmer, 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds short of the 25-yard line.
Who does Justin Herbert have to throw the football to break this open for the offense?
Had time, and over the middle, that pass was tipped by the rookie Devin Lloyd. Incomplete. 4th and 15. Herbert looking downfield, throwing, it is incomplete, intended for Mike Williams.
They have taken him away from Justin Herbert.
Quick pass to the outside is complete to Zay Jones, and Jones escapes one tackler, makes it out to about the 38-yard line.
Get you off of your man coverage.
Lawrence running out of time, now throws and hits his man across midfield, and down at the 46-yard line is Marvin Jones for the first down.
And the Chargers are playing, they're playing off and giving a lot of cushion up here. Looks like they're bringing everybody.
Lawrence sets up the little flip to Etienne. Etienne. 2nd and 2. The pitch for Etienne with blocking to the 15. Spinning inside the 10-yard line and out of bounds.
Because, you know, they were staring at 0-3, and to beat the Chiefs, that's huge.
Lawrence throwing, end zone. Caught at the back of the end zone by Marvin Jones for the touchdown.
The defense and the critical plays by the defense.
Herbert on the move. And he's going to run it out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Rushing to the Jaguars in really a lot of critical situations. And in the second half, they just couldn't get Jacksonville off the field.
That pass to the far side, that is complete, and this is Eckler. And Eckler looking for the first down and gets it across the 45-yard line.
You know, knowing that he's getting the right information and he's getting up to speed and coached and developed the right way.
That pass is over the middle and complete to about the 32-yard line to Jalen Guyton. They go to Houston. No, I'm sorry.
To Philadelphia.
They go to Philadelphia.
Doug Peterson's old stomping grounds.
Yes. This pass complete to the sideline and then bumped out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Kelly. And Kelly stood up at about the 10-yard line and pushed back. Herbert rolling, looking, throws on the sideline and incomplete, out of bounds.
They just went on when the only chance of the Chargers getting back into it is Herbert and being a hero.
And that'll do it.